Hey everyone, welcome. I'm Shane, and you're here in my living room, and this is another yin yoga sequence. We're just going to begin sitting in a comfortable position. I'm going to be sitting on my feet, but you can find any comfortable position to sit. You can put a cushion underneath your butt or a pillow, or you can actually even lie down for this. We're going to begin with about 2 minutes of resonance breathing. This is going to be a 4-second inhale and a 6-second exhale. And the whole point of this is just to slow the system down, induce relaxation, and anytime we're lengthening the exhalation, that's going to happen. So go ahead and get comfortable. I'm going to start the stopwatch now. We'll close our eyes. And soften your belly. And just notice anywhere in the body you can kind of relax a little bit more. Anywhere you can soften. Shoulders can fall away from the ears a little bit. Relax the jaw, a little bit of space between the teeth. The tongue can be on the roof of the mouth lightly. Eyelids are closed but soft. Forehead softens. And you can start to notice your breath here. Just natural breath. Nothing controlled yet. You'll notice your belly expanding as you inhale and contracting as you exhale. And then you can begin to sort of exaggerate that movement. Pushing the belly out as you inhale and contracting as you exhale. And we're going to begin our resonance breathing. I will be counting. This breath will be in through the nose and out through the mouth, if that's available. If you got a stuffy nose, you can do in through the mouth, out through the mouth, or whatever works. We'll exhale all the air out of the lungs to start through the mouth right now. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Last round. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, relax that technique and just come back to your natural breathing. And when you feel ready to move, we're going to come off of our feet if you're sitting on them. or off of your cushion if you're sitting on a cushion. And I've got a bolster here. If you have one around, you can grab your bolster. If you don't, just a long, thick pillow or cushion will work. It's going to butt against the lower back lengthwise. And we're going to bring our feet together, bottoms of the feet together, and we'll tuck them in kind of as tight as you can get them here. And this is reclining butterfly. And then we're going to work our way back down onto the bolster. And then arms are going to come up overhead. And this is cactus arms or a 90-degree bend in the elbow. And you kind of imagine that you have like heavy rocks in your hands and you're allowing your chest to open and the hands are pulling down, elbows are pulling down. Gravity is just doing all the work here. So if you want to, you can close your eyes or just kind of soften your gaze. And so we're practicing yin yoga style, which basically means passive, static stretching. We're not doing any active muscle engagement, and the muscles are relaxed. And this style is going to allow us to really get deep into the body. All that deep connective tissue, tendons, ligaments, joints, fascia. And the four principles of this practice are: one, just come to a point in the pose where we feel some resistance. We feel the body at its edge, and it's not too far so that the body feels like it's gripping and protecting itself or feeling any pain. But it's also not too little that you don't feel anything at all. And then two, we'll relax the muscles instead of muscular engagement like I just mentioned. And three, we try and find stillness once we're in the position that we feel comfortable in. And avoiding any urge to itch or scratch or adjust or fidget. And then four, we are holding for a longer period of time than some of the other yoga practices, usually 1 to 5 minutes. We've got about 1 minute left here. All right, last couple breaths. We can start to work our way out. Whenever you feel ready to move, we'll transition really slowly. Arms are going to come down. We're going to push ourselves back up to seated. And you can extend both legs in front of you. I like to rock the feet from side to side here between poses. Extended arms supports the upper body and the torso. You can lean the head back if it feels good. All right, we're going to grab our big bolster. We're going to put it to the side. We're going to be using it in a minute. We're headed towards pontoon pose, as we say in yoga, in yin yoga. We're going to bend the knees, place the feet flat on the floor, and then we are going to bring the bolster underneath the butt. So it's not up in the lower back and it's not down too low on the butt, just right around the sacrum area. And once you're here, we're going to straighten the legs. And then we're going to bring arms up overhead. And this is it. Gravity's doing all the work here. And if it's helpful, even here you can find that resonance breath that we established at the beginning. 4 seconds in and 6 seconds out. If that specific count doesn't work for you, that's fine. But you can just sort of emphasize a little bit longer exhale than inhale. And this is a real gentle exhale. It's not a nothing forced. You can imagine if there was a little candle flame in front of your mouth, the flame would flicker as you exhale, but it wouldn't go out. And that's just going to help down regulate the whole nervous system. Got another 2 minutes here. I'm going to leave us to it in silence for the next 2 minutes. All right, last few breaths here. Again, we're going to transition slowly. You can bring the arms down. We're going to bend the knees, place the feet flat on the floor again. And you can press your butt up off the bolster, push it to the side. All right, from here we're going to bring the knees into the chest. We're going to hug them in tight. One big breath in, one big breath out. All right, headed towards banana asana right now. So we're going to kind of scooch to the outer left side of your yoga mat. I actually like to have the outer edge kind of in the middle of my back. I'm going to straighten the legs, and we are going to bring the right foot out to the outside of the right edge of the yoga mat. And then the left foot is going to hook on top of that. And then you're going to bring the upper body up. We're going to try and work into a banana shape or a C shape with extension on the left side of the body. So both butt cheeks are down on the ground, and kind of can interlace fingers, place them behind the head or above the head, or you might grab the left arm with the right hand. You kind of got to wiggle yourself into this position. It's a little bit awkward, but we're just trying to create an extension on the left side of the body. So if you kind of feel that on the left side of the body, then you are doing it correct. And we'll allow the head to look in whatever direction just happens naturally. And again, we're in that appropriate edge where the body is opening. It feels safe, and it can let go. And the subtle lengthening of the exhale helps. And we're going to stay right here. I'm going to leave us to it in silence. We've got about 2 minutes left here, about halfway through. All right, last 30 seconds here. A couple more breaths. You can start to straighten out the body. You can unhook that left foot off the top of the right. You can bring the hands down and straighten the body out. And we're going to do the same thing, other side. So you'll just scooch to the right side of your mat this time. Once you're over on the right, you will take your left foot over to the left, and you will hook the right on top of that. And then you can finesse your upper body into this C shape as you bring arms up overhead. Relax the neck. If you're feeling sensation anywhere on the right side of your body, it could be from ankle, up the thigh, the IT band, through the hip, up through the right side of the core, shoulder, neck. If you feel anything there, we're good. And we're going to hold here for 4 minutes as well on this side. So I will leave you to it. And about 1 minute left here. All right, last few breaths. And then you can start to straighten the body out. We're going to wiggle back to the middle of the mat. And then when you feel ready to move, we're going to bring both knees into the chest again. And just a couple breaths here. And then we're going to head towards reclining spinal twist. We're going to allow the knees and feet to fall over to the floor on the right side. Knees and feet will just stack nicely. And we're going to bring the left arm up overhead. Again, you can find that 90-degree bend. And then maybe that left shoulder finds the floor, maybe not. And then looking over towards the left if that feels appropriate. Right hand can anchor the left knee down. And we'll drop into this pose with a big exhale. Already halfway through, we're just doing 2 minutes in these twists. All right, there's 2 minutes. We're gonna untwist. Knees are coming back into the chest. And then same thing, other side. We're gonna allow the knees and feet to stack on the left side. Right arm comes up overhead. Left arm might find right knee. Looking over to the right if that feels good in the neck. And just letting go, letting gravity do all the work here. All right, last few breaths. And we're gonna untwist the body here. All right, last pose, Shavasana pose. Just laying on your back, some space between the feet. Hands are coming away from the hips. Palms can either face up or down. Up or inward. And you can pick the head up and tuck the chin, lengthen the neck a little bit. I'm going to spend about a minute here, but feel free to spend as much time as you'd like. We will close the eyes. So we're here, we're just letting the effects of the practice settle into the body. And there's nothing to do. can begin to wiggle fingers and toes. Big good morning stretch. Arms come up overhead, lengthen the body. And then you can roll onto one side for a moment. And you can push yourself up. All right, that's it. If you have a personal way you like to close your practice, you can do so now.